Hi guys, so today we're going to install a BulletPoint phone mount on my 2024 Ford Raptor. This is the kit I received from BulletPoint. Comes with everything you need. I'm going to be installing 2 phone mounts, and then I'm going to be installing a GoPro mount in the center. So we're going to have 2 arms that come out past the dash for your phones, and then the GoPro mount in the center. So let's get to it real quick. For reference, this is a BulletPoint mount in my 2013 Gen 1 Raptor. As you can see, we have 2 mounts for the phones. It's really cool. You just pop your phone on there. This extends past the dash. Let me zoom out a little bit. And then it gives you 2 areas where you can mount 2 phones. But this is on a 2013 Ford Raptor. We're going to be installing the same type of mount on a 2024 Raptor. The kit does come with all the tools you will need, including the proper drill size, all the extra screws, and even the wrench that you will need to do the job. So it's a pretty complete kit. So first thing we have to do is we have to remove this top piece right here. This top plate has to come off, and then the mount is going to be on the bottom of this. So let's get to that. I already removed the little plastic pad that goes in there. We're no longer going to need this. And I've already placed the mount in here, and I've centered it. See how it goes side to side and front to back. And what you want to do is you want to just align it wherever you feel it looks best. And that's where it's going to go. And this is where you need to go ahead and make your little 5 marks of where your screws are going to go. I've already identified which of the slots are best to go ahead and score your plastic. So for example, this is the very first one right here, and then I identified where the next one is, where the next one is, where the next one is. So that's the first thing you have to do. You have to leave your marks in there, and this is the reason they want you to go ahead and install the mount. They want you to center it wherever you want it so it'll look perfect, and then you can go ahead and score your marks, and that's where your self-tap screws are going to go. Here you can see the scoring mark that I already made for the first screw. If you look right here, that's my first scoring mark. So to save time, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and make the scoring mark here, and then I'm going to make one more scoring mark over here on this side, and I'm going to go ahead and screw the bottom piece down, and then once that's already there, all I got to do is just put the rest of the screws in. To help guide you, you can do one of 2 things. Now, I am using my phone to be able to look in there where I am going to drill. So what you can do is you can use a Sharpie like this, a silver Sharpie. You can pick it up at any grocery store. Or in my case, you can use a punch. And these punches, you can pick them up at a hardware store. And it's spring loaded, and it'll leave a little indentation. This is actually for metal, but you can actually turn down the spring strength for plastic, but it'll leave a little indentation, so when you go to drill, the drill won't walk around on you. As you can see here, I already made a little indentation of exactly where I'm going to drill my first hole. All right, we've drilled our first hole. Now, don't get ahead of yourself and try to use a power tool to screw the screw in. I would still continue to use the screwdriver that they supplied with the kit to put the screw in. Remember, this is plastic. It's a pretty thick plastic, but either way, don't get ahead of yourself. Try to use the tool that they gave you. Okay, with my first hole drilled, I went ahead and removed the top plate. I already know where I want it, so I can go ahead and remove this top plate. And now we know, again, using my phone to help, you can see the first hole that I've drilled, and I can pretty much just put it exactly where I want it. And then we'll go ahead and I'm probably going to start at the end over there, and then I'll work my way towards the middle. But I am going to go ahead and put one screw in to keep everything tight and to keep it from moving around. Now here's where you can cheat a little bit. As you can see, I've already installed 2 screws, one on each side, one here and one over here. I've already test fit the plate on top to make sure it's centered. So I know it's going to work. So what I'm going to do now is just take my drill and just go ahead and drill out the remaining holes, put my screws in. Now we're not done. There's still more screws that go here, 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 and here. Since this is plastic, they are giving you a total of 9 screws to hold this piece in so it doesn't move around. It's going to be nice and firm. All right, we have all the screws mounted already. I've already test fit the plate to make sure it's centered. This is the plate that goes on top. I've already test fitted it. It fits perfect. It's got good gaps all the way around. And from here, all we need to do is assemble the phone arms and the GoPro mount. All right, we have everything mounted. We have the phone arms mounted. We have the GoPro ball mounted already. All we need to do is spin it around and go ahead and mount it onto the dash. So let's do that now. And there you go. Fully mounted BulletPoint mount on a 2024 Ford Raptor with the slim dash. They do not make the one for the regular F-150s with the wide dash yet, as far as I know. So this is only for the 2024 F-150 or Raptor with the thin dash on it. Again, in my case, I ordered the 2 phone mounts. I ordered the GoPro mount. This is on there, very, very sturdy. They do recommend after a few miles of driving, maybe 50, 80, 100 miles, they do recommend you go back and retighten everything just to make sure nothing gets loose. They do give you some really nice nylon jam nuts. Also, they do provide a bunch of extra nuts and screws just in case you lose something while you're doing the installation, or just in case something does come loose and you lose it. The arms are completely adjustable. All right, all you got to do is loosen this here, and you can go up, you can go down, you can go sideways like that. All right, and you can go panoramic with your phone. If you want to use your phone to record, this will go up, down, side to side. It's on a ball, so you can do pretty much anything you want with it. And then of course the GoPro, same thing. You can turn it around, face it towards you if you're vlogging, or face it forward, or you can get another one. There's plenty of room up here. You can get another GoPro mount, and you can have one facing forward and one facing towards you, or one facing back towards the passengers. Really cool piece. I really, really love it. I mean, like I said, I have it on my Gen 1 Raptor, and it's worked out great for us. So again, thanks for watching. And if you guys want to get one of these, I'll post a link down in the description to their website. Plenty of choices. In my case, I used the carbon fiber arms, and they do offer these arms in a variety of different colors. All right, guys, thanks for watching.